You know when you've had a few too many drinks and you probably shouldn't have? You know what I'm talking about? When you're trying to impress somebody, or you're talking to your parents, or you're talking to a judge, or you're just trying to look like less of a trash can than you usually look in front of your friends. Today I'm going to show you a few steps to help tricking people into thinking that you're sober when you're actually really drunk. The first telltale sign of being drunk is that you're slurring your words. That might sound a little something like this. To trick people into thinking you're sober, you're gonna want to enunciate so that everyone understands you clearly and thinks that you're just a normal human. I loved you in the panic room. You're not Jodie Foster. To trick people into thinking you're sober, you're going to want to control your voice's volume. When you're drunk, you're either the yelling drunk, I love this song! Or you're the creepy whispering drunk. I love this song. You're gonna want to keep your volume regulated, somewhere in the middle. Keep your eyes open. This is one of the biggest problems for me because I have large eyes to begin with, so when I start drinking, they really start to droop. They look something like this. Now, you're gonna want to open your eyes, but you're not gonna want to open them too wide. People will think you're a demon baby. Try not to pee every 5 minutes. If you're like me and you have the bladder of a 50-year-old woman, you have to pee every half hour regularly, but when you start drinking, the urine starts flowing. People know you've been drinking if you're running to the bathroom every 5 seconds. One thing you can do is tell people that you have a UTI. Don't say this to a potential mate because it might gross them out. Another option is to perhaps invest in a bedpan. Heaven forbid you have to walk anywhere. Stumbling around is the biggest sign that you've been drinking. The best option is to stay seated. However, if you do have to get up for some reason, you can use the wall for support. Although this does scream drunk to some people. Another option is to over-exaggerate your stumble. People think you're making a joke or think that you have a physical disability and would never say anything. Next, don't be too forward with people. Caressing is not okay. Groping people is not okay. Try a flirty touch or punch to get their attention instead of sexually assaulting them. Next, when you're drinking, never ever dance if you want to look sober. There is no way that you can dance while drunk and people will think that you haven't been drinking. It's just impossible. When you're drinking and you dance, it'll look something like this. Ass, 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 ass. Or this. Ass, 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 ass. Or this. You just can't dance drunk. You can't. Finally, to make yourself look sober, make sure that you're just not the drunkest person there. As long as somebody else is making a bigger fool out of themselves, no one will even notice you. I hope you use these tips and tricks to help trick people into thinking that you're sober even when you're really drunk. I know that it's worked for me today.